So you've seen those negative pictures of ice cream and the comments from customers. Clearly none of us want that to happen because it can cause damages in store and wastage costs, and of course the ice cream looks poor on shelf. So what we've done is pulled together some tips and techniques for you to use to help to improve the quality of ice cream on shelf. The golden rule to remember is 20 minutes. This is the maximum amount of time to get the ice cream on shelf. Ice cream is very vulnerable as a frozen product and it will start to melt. If this happens and it's on shelf in that condition, customers will complain. If you break the 20-minute rule, ice will form on the outside of the packs in the freezer. This is because you have condensation on the outside of the pack, and when it goes into a cold freezer, this will encourage ice crystals to grow. This is particularly likely for 500ml tubs like Ben & Jerry's. Another important point to be aware of is that cardboard multi-packs like these will become soft and soggy if you leave them for too long before putting in the freezer. The second rule to remember is about the load line. In well freezers, you must store products below the load line. If you don't do this, they will become damaged. For upright freezers, you need to make sure that there's an air gap above the products on each shelf. This is so that the air can circulate and the freezer can work to its optimum level. The third point I'd like to make is about freezer maintenance. You probably know already that you have to remove ice from the freezers on a regular basis. This is because the growth of ice will cause the airflow to be restricted in the freezer, and this means the products will not be stored at the correct temperature. If you don't remove the ice regularly, it will build up and become more of a problem. The fourth point I'd like to make is about stock rotation. When you're replenishing products into the freezer, they will be warmer than the products already in there. So it's important to make sure you put them at the back of the shelf. This gives them time to fully harden before the customer selects them. And finally, when you're implementing a new range, don't forget to make sure that the freezer looks its absolute best. This is really important because it enhances the customer experience and ultimately it will drive sales. I hope you found this useful. We believe that these 4 key rules will help us all to drive sales. So don't forget, 20-minute rule, stick to the load line, freezer maintenance and stock rotation.